This is WFYI News Now. It's May 30th, and I'm Drew Daudelin, filling in for Abriana Herron. On today's show, a section of Monument Circle in Indianapolis transforms for the summer into a pedestrian-only space, dozens of complaints around the state about intellectual diversity on college campuses, and the results of an investigation into sexual harassment allegations within the Hogsett administration were unveiled last night.
There is no avoiding this conclusion, and not doing so was a clear lack of judgment.
Those stories coming up, but first, the Indiana Pacers will be returning to Indianapolis after losing to the New York Knicks 94-111. WFYI's Samantha Horton reports thousands of Pacers fans packed the stands at the team's home court to watch the away game.
It was a party at Gainbridge Fieldhouse in downtown Indianapolis, with attendees hopeful to see the Pacers win the Eastern Conference Finals. While waiting for the game to start, Pacers fan Jocelyn Ingram says she believes the team can go all the way.
We're just here, just excited. We've been wanting this for the longest or whatever, and we deserve it. And I'm going to tell you, we are going to win.
But it wasn't the Pacers' night. The Knicks took the lead from the start and held on to it for the entire game, shutting out the Indiana basketball team. The Pacers still have two more chances to punch their ticket to the NBA Finals. The next game is Saturday in Indianapolis at 8 p.m. I'm Samantha Horton.
A section of Monument Circle in Indianapolis will transform this weekend into a pedestrian-only space designed to feel like a public park. WFYI's Jeremy Rubin reports on this year's Spark on the Circle.
Pop-up vendors will be stationed throughout the space, along with seating and greenery, games, and a children's play area. Taylor Schaefer, president and CEO of Downtown Indy, says the area showcases the best Indianapolis has to offer, with space dedicated to recreation, relaxation, and a variety of performing and visual artists.
I mean, there are undeniably outdoor seating areas around downtown where people can enjoy their lunch when the weather is nice. But I don't know that there's one that fosters community as much as this.
Spark on the Circle will last from May 31st through the end of September. I'm Jeremy Rubin.
Indiana enacted Senate-enrolled Act 202 last year, requiring college faculty to teach what lawmakers call intellectually diverse ideas. It also set up a way for people to report violations, and Aubrey Wright has details on the dozens of complaints around the state.
While all of Indiana's public colleges and universities are setting up their own systems to comply with the act, only a few had any issues with intellectual diversity in the classroom. Colleges summarized compliance with the law to the Commission for Higher Education and reported the number of complaints they received. Indiana University faculty had the most complaints filed against them. IU determined 9 of those were legitimate and interpreted 37 as protests against the law. At least one IU professor has been investigated over a complaint about a political conversation relating to Israel. Ball State University received 3 complaints. Ivy Tech Community College and Indiana State University each had 1 complaint, and the other colleges had none. For Indiana Public Broadcasting, I'm Aubrey Wright.
And for our final story today, it was last summer when women who worked in Indianapolis Mayor Joe Hogsett's administration and campaigns went public with accusations of sexual harassment by a former chief of staff. WFYI's Jill Sheridan reports the results of an investigation were unveiled Thursday night.
The Indianapolis City County Council commissioned independent firm Fisher Phillips to conduct an investigation. Its report details the administration's actions after women reported misconduct by Hogsett aide Thomas Cook multiple times. Councilor Andy Nielsen says it makes one thing clear. Cook should have been terminated after the initial incident in 2017.
There is no avoiding this conclusion, and not doing so was a clear lack of judgment.
The investigation found the Hogsett administration was legally compliant, if not completely transparent. Councilor Joshua Bain says the findings only present one side of the dilemma.
Maybe there's different standards out there. There's legal standards, and I guess there's ethical standards, and I guess there's moral standards.
Recommendations include improved training and updated anti-harassment policy. I'm Jill Sheridan.
That's all for today's episode of WFYI News Now. Our podcast is produced by Abriana Herron, Zach Bundy, and myself, Drew Daudelin, with support from the news team at WFYI and public media journalists across the state. Our news director is Sarah Neal-Estes. Kendall Antron produced our music. If you like today's episode, remember to subscribe and share, and follow WFYI on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube to check in on our newsroom throughout the day. Thanks for listening. We'll be back on Monday.